All right, I want to welcome you to our flag football coaches meeting. My name is Barry Switzer, and thank you again for joining us. Our flag football coaches meeting. First, I want to thank all returning coaches and new coaches as well. I want to welcome you to Illini Sports. The purpose of this meeting is to kind of go over what is our philosophy and kind of what we expect this season and kind of why we do what we do. Well, first off, why we do what we do is about half the kids stop playing sports by age 12. So the number of kids that are playing sports as well has diminished pretty much year after year. A couple reasons why is one, the kids don't really feel like they're getting any playing time. The coaches taking this too serious. There's too much competition and pressure, so many other activities going on, and it does not become fun to them. So we feel it's very important for kids to play sports. And so we want to provide a program for kids of all abilities to continue to play sports. So that's the main reason why we do what we do. For you as a coach, what makes you a good coach is knowing the kids' names. I know there's a lot going on in the season and trying to come up with all the plays and subbing and everything. But, knowing those kids' names is important. Creating a fair rotation is important. Being positive and encouraging out there. Have a practice plan. Be enthusiastic and have fun. We'll see that word enthusiastic a couple times throughout this. So what is Illini Sports? Well, for kids, we want to provide a fun, safe experience which kids can learn athletic skills, about good sportsmanship, and increase their self-esteem. For the parents, we want to make it convenient and well-organized program for them that does not consume family's life. We have lots of parents with multiple kids out there. So they may have 3 kids. Some may be doing different sports with us, and they know that they're at one venue 1 day a week. Or they may have a couple of kids also doing other programs where there's multiple practices during the week, and they don't have the ability to travel, here for this child this way, here for this child this day, here for this child. And so they may have a couple of kids doing more competitive things. And then in our program, they're like, okay, we can have our child also do this because it is just that 1 day a week. That's what the parents are looking for. You as a coach, you play an important role, the most important role out there. We want to make sure you provide age-appropriate instruction. Again, you are the expert, and I'll talk about that in the coach's plan. You're the leader. Demonstrate good sportsmanship. I see it all the time where something happens, and the players look for you on how you act to that, and they will act accordingly. So make sure you're always out there demonstrating good sportsmanship. Again, be enthusiastic. Make a big deal out of the small activities. It might not seem like a big deal to you, but you make it a big deal out there. Be enthusiastic out there. Again, be the teacher out there. Have a plan on what you're doing. Promote safety. There's no more, I just hit yourself in the head. You're okay, rub it out. Let's keep playing. So when in doubt, sit them out. You saw that during the registration process with the concussion information. Have patience, stay calm when mistakes happen, especially out there with kids. Kids are kids, they'll do things and you're like, what are you doing? Again, stay calm out there. No ego, leave it in the parking lot. Again, we're here for the kids. It always goes back to, we want those kids to go out there, play hard, do the best they can, and have fun. It's not about wins and losses out there. And again, execute equal playing time. Have a plan on how to do that. So for playing time, main rule is all kids need to play at least half the game. We stress that in registration, and we talk to parents about that. That doesn't mean that all kids will be playing all positions, but we do need to make sure they are playing at least half the game. Whenever I coached, I would kind of have a group on offense and a group on defense. I would keep that offensive group out there the entire game or entire series. And then when it's defense time, I would have whoever's out on the sideline bring them in and have that group go off. Most of the time, the teams are not completely full. So most of the time, there will be, you'll keep a couple more kids on there and have the rest go off and kind of rotate that way. So the parents are more looking for all kids are playing and all kids are sitting. I've been doing this for many years and I've never had a parent complain to me saying that they're mad because they lost the game because they have the best player sit. So they're expecting everybody to play and everybody to sit and rotating it that way. So again, that's what the parents are expecting. So for you, it makes it easier on you. Hey, they want the kids out there playing. They want the kids out there sitting. They want the kids out there learning some skills, sportsmanship, teamwork. Boom, after the game, goal, they had a good time. Again, sportsmanship, something that we're going to talk about. Really stressing it more this season. We're doing some different things with sportsmanship. Again, we do have the weekly sportsmanship award. We do have some different words of the week each week. So what you'll do is every week you'll receive a practice plan and you'll receive the word of the week. What to do is talk to the kids during practice about that weekly word of the week. After the game, we'll present a child that won that sportsmanship medal. So during practice, you'll talk to them about the word of the week. After the game, all right, what was the word this week? All right, good job. Everyone did a good job. All right, John, you did a good job on listening out there. Enthusiasm. So you will present that medal to that child. You also want to double up, make sure everybody gets it. And you as a coach, what you'll do is we'll log in and under your little tab up top, you can enter who received a medal that week. And then when the parents log in to see the schedule, they'll see a picture of the medal on the parents' website once they haven't received that medal. So again, you'll pick up that medal from us at the canopy each week. The parents do sign a parental pledge, again, reinforcing what our philosophy is. Hopefully by now, parents understand what our league is about. If the parents looking for something more competitive, there are more competitive programs out there. But again, hopefully by now they understand, what our league is about. Minimal time commitment, getting out there, having fun, focusing on skills. By the end of the season, we hope kids are better at football than they were at the beginning of the season. So if we do have parents out there, we will talk to them and remind them about our parental pledge and what our philosophy is. The coaches dashboard, we do have a new website. It's been up for about a year now. So most of you all have already completed the background check. If you have not done that by now, you should receive an email that you will need to finish completing that. The coaching resources are online. So we have practice plans there for you. You will get a weekly practice plan with the word of the week and the drill ideas to do with the kids. Again, you do not have to follow those practice plans, but it has good ideas to do. Especially it is practice plans for each age group. So a 12-year-old is going to have different skills that they can do for a 6 and 7-year-old. So we have different practice plans based on age. So you can read over that with drill ideas on what to do with the kids. So it'll have the practice plan with a video. It'll have some diagrams on what to do with it. Here's a little video on what to do with it. This is a soccer diagram, what to do with it. So it has all that information. When we post the schedule online, you will be able to see the schedule for the entire season. It has what time practice is and what time game is. It also have what field number you're on. Most teams will not practice on the field that you're playing on. So unless you're in the rookie division, those will practice on the game field. Most of the others will not be practicing on the game field. You may be off for a while and then move on the game field when it becomes available. So each week, head to the Canopy and check on that. You can also email parents under My Season. And what you'll do is go under there, you'll see where it says send a message, and you can type it up and hit send, and the message will be sent out to the parents. So you don't have to create separate contact list or anything. It'll be emailed directly through the website. We are doing some different return to play safely initiatives this season. First off, you will not have a coach's bag with flags and balls. So each week we'll collect the flags and balls and have it sanitized by next week. Then when you get to the field, you can head to the Canopy. You can grab the flags that you need and grab the balls. You use that at practice, and then one of them will be used for the game ball. And then after the game, we'll collect them or you can return them and they'll be ready for next week. We will have hand sanitizer at the field. So we'll encourage everyone to get there, hand sanitize or sanitize your hands, and then you can grab all the equipment. We're not doing any team snacks this season. And again, we'll have a couple signs reminding parents to maintain social distancing. And again, if you're not feeling well, please stay home. We will have extra staff there to coach a team. So, if you're not feeling well, just let us know, let the parents know. And, we can be there to help assist. We are recommending one parent or guardian per player. Again, that's a recommendation. We're not enforcing it, but it will help with social distancing. We are not requiring mask for anybody. Somewhere will wear them, some will not. Again, it's not being required. We are not doing any handshakes, high fives, knuckle bumps, or anything like that after the game. We are having them line up after the game and cheer and tell them to have a good game. Again, we're not doing any team snacks. And we will recommend, again, hand sanitizing, often involve a couple places for hand sanitizer where you can hand sanitize your hands. But also for substitutions, when they are on the sideline, we will have to try and get them spaced out as well. Normally they're kind of packed together, but we'll have room, all right, for the kids. Make sure you'll spread out for substitutions. What is your responsibility as a coach? Again, to understand what our philosophy is in coaching standards and support that. We will give you a red coach's shirt, so make sure you wear that. Make sure you have a plan on what you're doing with kids. Again, we do just practice on game day. So they're looking for a plan on what you're doing. We do have staff there to assist with you as well. And pretty much most teams do have coaches, 2 coaches as well. If you want to check in at the Canopy about 10 minutes before to figure out where you're going, you can do that. If you do email the parents, don't tell them to get there any earlier than scheduled, especially the first week. They're already going to get there extra early. And if you tell them to get there even extra early, they're there even more extra early. And we don't have any space for them to practice. So if you get there, there might be a team practicing there. And then we're trying to figure out where everyone can be, and it gets even more crowded. So whatever time be there, that's when tell them to be there. And like I said, they're already going to get there early anyway. On opening day, if you have not coached for us, you're like, wow, how am I going to be able to figure out everything to do on opening day? So when you get there, head to the red Canopy, and we'll have a coach's bag with the jerseys in it. So what you'll do is pick up the bag, you pick up the sportsmanship medal, and confirm where you're going to be practicing. The jerseys are numbered. We have new jerseys this season. So if you played with us before, you'll see that we have new jerseys. Some may show up in their old jerseys. Let me switch out the new ones. The jerseys are numbered based on size, extra small 1 through 10, small 11 to 20, etc. We will have a roster for you. So on the roster, there will be kids' name, who have what size jersey they ordered. So what you want to do is make sure you give the child the correct jersey size. Whenever I coached, I would write on the roster what number I gave them. So when I'm practicing, I can look on the roster to see what number they have. So if you want to bring a pen, so you can do that. We also will do stickers. So the stickers will have a star by their name. And each star is a season that they have played with us. So you can kind of look and see who has played with us before. Of course, having to cancel last season, they will have 1 star for the spring, even though they just played 1 game or didn't play at all, depending on the venue. So they may have 1 star, even though they really haven't played with us. Introduce yourself to the parents. So introduce yourself who you are. There's a lot going on, so like got to get to the kids, but take your time to introduce yourself to the parents. Don't stress about everything that you need to do on opening day. So what you want to do on opening day, you want to work on flag pulling drills. You always want to work on flag pulling drills. Just put out a player, put out some cones, practice running pass down to try and pull the flag. You want to find center and a quarterback. Again, whenever I coach, I would usually have 2 centers and 2 quarterbacks. That way they could rotate who's on offense and who's on defense. And you also want to kind of show them who is how to do setup on defense. We will have extra staff there to go around. If you're new, to kind of go over the rules about where the defense can rush from, what are the rules and everything. Also, we will go over what division you're in. Some people may have moved up to the next age division where we play a 6-on-6. Some are doing 5-on-5. But we'll go over that as well. So we'll have an extended practice and a shortened game. The main purpose of game day is to pass out the jerseys, introduce yourself, show everybody where to go, and that type of information. And again, more purpose of opening game is kind of show what the rules are, flag guarding, block, and things like that. That's the main purpose of game day. So after the game, we will have a little game day wrap up, and you will need to vote on a team name. So you can do that before practice or during practice. Hey, we need to come up with the team name and have them figured out. If they're having trouble, you can kind of narrow it down, and you can be creative. So don't be afraid to come up with some creative name that doesn't just have to be generic Falcons. Especially we don't want Falcons, because then you get a bunch of teams that have the Falcons, and it's Falcons against Falcons. So come up with some creative names. So if you want to come up with some ideas, have a plan on what you're going to do for that. Again, key recommendations: keep it simple, especially in the beginning. Use our resources and communicate with your team with just some general information. All right. Again, so we're looking forward to a great season. A couple other things: officiating. This is not the pros. We have been working hard training them. The main thing we want to focus on is that they are loud out there. Let everybody know what down it is, how much time is left in the game, being out there, hustling, running, and trying to get to the spot where they need to be, and out there paying attention. So again, even the pros, mistakes are made. I'll use this forever. We all saw the Saints game a couple years ago. And so that will be my line. Officials will make mistakes. If you do start questioning things, the kids really will pick up on that. They always think, oh, he was flag guarding, he was blocking. There's so many things that are judgment calls. We see in the NFL, big plays every week, crossing. They always say, sometimes it was offensive pass interference, sometimes it wasn't. There are going to be instances where players accidentally get in each other's way for blocking. Again, a lot of those calls are judgment calls. If you do see something excessive, hey, just talk to the ref. Hey, keep an eye on him. He's a flag guard and they're blocking over there. They're not going to be able to see everything that's going on. Again, the kids will pick up on that if you're questioning it. If you indiscreetly go to them, tell them to keep an eye on something, that's fine. They're there doing the best they can. They want to do a good job. So you bring that up to them, and we'll keep an eye out for that. Again, use them as resources and keep your cool out there. Again, mistakes are going to happen. That's just part of the game. Again, we're out here for the kids to develop skills, play hard, have a good time, especially in this crazy pandemic here. They want to go out there. They want to interact with other kids. They want to be part of a team, play hard, have a good time, and getting outside. So that's really what we're stressing on. Concussion safety information. Again, if something does happen, again, please let us know. We'll go over there. We'll talk to them. If they're confused, dazed, confused, forgets what's going on, not sure what day of the week it is, especially later on if they feel like they're going to throw up. Again, that's something we need to keep an eye on. When in doubt, send them out. All right, again, what else can go wrong? Some other injuries. So if something get injured, again, we do have some ice and bandages, things like that, Band-Aids. So, we can handle that. Weather, we do have a hotline number, and we do have a weather text that we send out if we do have to cancel or do some delays. If you do have an angry parent out there and it's something that we don't see or hear, and it's directed at you or your players, please see us and we will talk to that parent. Again, for officiating, in your opinion, please talk to them. If you look like it's something that is repetitive, we do have staff members at the field, and talk to them, and they can keep an eye on it and talk to the official. If a child doesn't want to play, please, see us. Hey, say, I need help with this child. He's not wanting to play, things like that. Especially because they haven't really been interacting as much. So sometimes they may not want to play as much. So to see us, we've been dealing with this more. So we may have some ideas on how to help you and how to help the child. Again, the same thing. If a child is a distraction, let us know. We're here to help you. Don't think that you have to handle everything on your own. We're here to help you on that. Other coaches, Bill Belichick, or unbalanced teams, those things are going to happen sometimes. We try and do our best on that. If you have a team that has a couple good players and you are winning, rotate them out. Don't have all the best players out there at the same time. Have them go to a different position. There's ways that you can help on that. All right, so in conclusion, again, you can email the parents if you'd like. You can do that through the website. Don't tell them to get there any earlier. We'll mark online who the sportsmanship medal winner is. Again, you need to keep track of the medals. And whenever I coached, I kept track of the roster. Or you can go up online, you can look and see who I've given the medal to. That way, a couple weeks in, you kind of forgotten who's got medals and who hasn't. So you can do that. Swing by that canopy each week. Where to go, grab that medal. Don't forget to come up with a team name as well. So if you do have any questions, don't hesitate to email or call me. Again, we do have staff members at the field as well. So they are the ones at the field. So if you have any questions, please go to them and they can help you with that situation. All right, again, thank you for watching. And again, when the schedule is posted online, you will be able to see that. And we'll be sending most of the emails online to the parents on more general information on what to go, what to expect for the season, and things like that. The parents will be able to see your information online. So if they do contact you with a question and you don't know how to answer it, please just forward it to me and I will take care of it. Again, thank you. And we are looking forward to a great season.